Okay. I'm over there.
You're over here and you're over there.
I'm over here.
You're
She's over there. We are live on TikTok as well as Facebook and YouTube. We'll give it a few minutes for everybody to come on. I'm going to give you a tour of the Creeper Gallery. That's where we are, the Creeper Gallery in New Hope, Pennsylvania. That's the entrance behind me. That's the door. I'm going to give you a quick tour of the front of the shop before we get into the haunted objects. The haunted objects are in the back. We're actually in the front of the Creeper Gallery, New Hope, Pennsylvania. Hey, Mama, how are you? So this is the shop part of it. I'm going to turn my camera around so you guys can see all Donna Marion's artwork and Madame Clara's artwork as well. The haunted objects are in the back. That's where we're going to be investigating. So I'm going to turn my camera around and I'm going to show you guys the shop.
Hey, Donna.
Hold on a minute here. All right. So this is what the Creeper Gallery looks like. You walk in through the front door. There's all this artwork created by Donna Marion, who owns the shop. This is what you see when you walk in, and all this stuff is for sale. Hey, Kelly. I mean, there's cool stuff, top to bottom. Lots of cool artwork by Donna Marion. Madame Clara stuff is here as well. I mean, everywhere you look, there's just really, really
even above
different things everywhere you look. This is just, again, the main table in front of me that's decorated for the holidays. Got all this stuff over here. Again, this is Creeper Gallery, New Hope, Pennsylvania. If you're in the area, you should definitely come check it out. Not just for the haunted objects, but for all the great artwork, all Donna Marion's creations. I mean, everywhere. Pretty cool, right?
But the most famous piece of all.
So now I'll show you guys the Red Room. That's where all the haunted objects are. You go in the back area here. It's called the Red Room. Enter at your own risk. That's Chris in front of me, blocking me. These are all the haunted objects. We've investigated pretty much everything in here already. That's a voodoo doll with real human hair, teeth, and animal bones. Everything from photos to dolls to letters that were written back and forth to people, a small piano, of course, more dolls. These here are actually censers that were used in exorcisms here. Two deaths are associated with those. It's a whole story for another day. We have a haunted chair. We have a skull that belonged to a biker bar. Old Bible. The death helmet right there. That doll has like multiple faces. Belonged to a girl, as you can see, that was found slain. And then we have the worst of the worst in here that nobody's allowed to open. The old religious book and the cursed box over there. Lots of cool haunted stuff. We're working with these items here tonight. We have 3, but we're probably only going to get to 2. That's the first one right there. Let me get a better look at it. You guys can see that. We're going to read the information in a minute. There's the card with the information that comes with it. Got a few new pieces of equipment that we're going to try out. We got the bell down there that runs by EMF. We've got the that sensor right there, works by vibrations. Anything taps or touches, you'll see the lights start to go up. These are all EMF wires in front of me, along with REM pods that react again to being touched. Static domes, eggs that say yes and no, that if you touch them, they light up different colors. Lots of different equipment. We're going to be using Spirit Box. We're going to do EVPs. We're going to do lots of stuff. There's probably the creepiest doll in this building, right there.
The one in the back.
Right there. That one gives me the heebie-jeebies. I say that as the EMF light is going off next to me. All right. So what we do now is we turn off the lights.
I will
We
go
start
do
the
that.
investigation. Do you want to start? Because this is a hopeful good piece right here.
Well, since you have a figure standing right over
Good boy.
the prayer wheel.
Somebody's there. Actually leaning over and touching it with their hand. Hello? We see you over there. Kind of leaning, trying to touch the prayer wheel, Tibetan prayer wheel. We're going to introduce ourselves and we're going to start, but you can stay right there. We're going to try to talk to you. Okay, could you lean down and just touch that with your hand? Try to pick it up. If you tap on that that table there, yeah, there we go.
Oh, it did.
The light will go up and down right there to show me that you're doing it. There's other things that are around the prayer wheel that will change different color. Yep, like the rainbow. There it is. Yep, I see the lights too. Oh, there we go. I haven't even turned off the lights yet. Hello. There we go. Okay. Lots happening already. Figure standing there. Lights are going off. That didn't take long.
No.
All right, you're going to have to turn that flashlight on over there.
Yeah.
This one underneath. So we're hoping you're going to talk to us, okay? I see the lights going off everywhere, showing us your energy. That's really good. We're going to try to hear your voice. Oh, there we go. In the corner. More lights. I don't know if you're
I'm gonna put this a little
get the
lower.
whole thing there.
No,
That's
you gotta
gonna
go
be
lower.
fine.
Got to go.
I can hold it.
You want to hold it?
Oh, there we go. Good. So what we're going to try to do, because we know this is nothing but positive energy, and it's nice to work with a piece that has nothing but positive energy. I know that this
Ooh.
prayer wheel was used for good karma, good energy. And I'm sure everybody that used it in such a very positive way. I do see you standing there. We're going to try a couple of different things to talk to you, okay? But if you want to interact with us, I do see the lights responding to you standing there. You move your hand around. You try to touch anything you see glowing around the prayer wheel. You're just going to see rainbow colors and maybe some music. Nothing there will hurt you. I promise you that. He's still there. He's not going anywhere.
Okay, is it all right if I come over there? Ready?
Yeah, am I going to be able to
Take that chance.
turn that flashlight on the floor too?
Yeah.
You may hear me coughing because I'm still dealing with whoever they are. They moved. They're directly over the middle of the prayer wheel now, standing right in front of it. You trying to pick that up? You guys seeing this?
Is that what they're trying to do?
They're literally standing, like blocking it, as a matter of fact.
Well, I'd like to come over there so I'll read the card from here. So, Haunted, Antique Tibetan Prayer Wheel with Sutra inside scroll. So there's, yes. Yeah, yes. See
So
that?
that's the
Saying
egg with
yes.
the word yes written on it. If you guys can't see that, they literally just touch the yes egg to to answer.
Okay. So this is a positive ritual item. When a person dies, this would have been added to the larger one at Temple from a Haggardstown, Maryland estate. Strong attachment. So I'm just going to reach over.
It could be,
I'll
Mama.
shuffle it off first.
She said it could be someone who's protecting the scroll.
Very well could be.
So I wonder if these were these individual pieces? Like, did everyone have one that passed? Did they give?
I think it depends on
Or
your,
did
like, some people have crosses who have a belief system, and some people do,
Okay,
you know,
okay.
it's that type of thing.
So you would purchase one of these and bring it to Temple if you had passed, or if you wanted good karma and good energy, you would have one of these in your home and use it, I guess.
Well, all right. This is what a prayer wheel is. Kind of like we do saging, we do cleansing, we do a prayer wheel. When it's turned and it's used, what it does is that it manifests, and you do a mantra, or you can say a mantra, or your thoughts, or whatever. It depends on each person and which religious connotation it is for you. But what a prayer ritual does is that it absorbs the negative and it puts out the positive. So when you're shaking it and you're turning it, however the way that they turn it, it's what it does. It will absorb the negative and bring in the positive.
What I'm seeing right there, it looks like someone's leaned over with their hands on their hip, kind of doing this to you.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
like,
telling
yeah,
it like
I,
it.
like, yeah,
So
I'm listening, and yeah.
So think of something you do to garner positive. Some people carry crystals. Some people do certain rituals. A prayer wheel is what they would do, that they felt that the energy that would, by turning and doing with the scroll inside and mantras, that's what it would do. It would dispel the negative and bring in positive. And it was also for self-awareness and lightning too. So maybe not all bad things were. Did you just see that thing light up? I just saw it right off the glass behind you. There was a light that went on. I don't know what it was, but something lit up. But they would use it too for so meditation, whatever. They would use this. This one doesn't seem to have the stick of what it sits on.
I think we all need one of these in our life. That's why when Donna told me about it, I was just like, hey, I'd use that every day.
And it has stones in it. And don't get upset. Is the figure still there?
Yes.
All right. Don't get upset with me, because I'm going to touch your prayer wheel, and I mean you no disrespect, but I want people to see, and I'll put it right back. I promise. Don't get upset, okay? Do not get upset with me. It just acknowledge that I'm doing it. I didn't get that either. So can you see that? Let me put it in the light. Can you see that? The ball?
I see it on TikTok, but not on.
All right, let me get a
I'm
light.
put the flashlight on it on StreamYard.
So you see the ball?
Yeah, I see it.
And then you see the Tibetan religious. It's all religious connotations to it. And you see the stones. Okay? And then you have the opening where the stick would go in and you would hold it in your hand. And what you would be doing is that you'd be twisting it so that you rock this back and forth. Now, I'm going to hold this in my mouth, so give me a minute. Can you see the scroll? I'm not going to touch the scroll, but there are things on the scroll inside, and it's a very old scroll. Can you see that? There's an actual scroll in there.
And I see it here.
Can you see it over there?
Yeah.
So that's inside, but I'm not going to touch it because
cool.
I don't want to upset.
Yeah, there is a scroll inside.
Mm-hmm.
So again, people passed away. They put this in a larger.
It would just be added at the church or their temple.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they would just put it in the temple. They'd be all like lined up. Oh my, like how Catholics light candles.
Yeah.
So this
is
the
figure's still there. He's still standing there.
Okay, I'm gonna.
He hasn't moved since you started.
Thank you for letting me touch it. I'm gonna put it back with a scroll. No disrespect, and then we're gonna try to communicate with you. Okay, so I'm gonna just set this back. So when a person dies that this belonged to, this would be added to their temple.
Again, it's nice to have an object with just good karma surrounding it. That's see how that light's
That's me.
twinkling there? That's again vibration.
Okay. So I don't know who's attached to this. I don't know why you're attached to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to very quickly go over. One, this is John. I'm Chris. We are here strictly to try to get to know you, to understand why you are attached to this item, and see who you are and what might have transpired in your life if you wish to speak to us. There are certain things, because John and I can't
Oh,
see
did you
you.
see that?
Yeah. Your energy can be used to, I think you figured out the lights, that if you touch the lights, they change colors. Now, the stronger the energy that you use to touch them, the more intense the color change will be. So a lighter touch is blue, the top one too. And then it can go all the way up from, like, what does it
You
go?
literally said blue, and it's keeping it going blue, 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 blue. Look at that.
But after blue, there's green, there's
I don't know
yellow,
if they can see
there's
this on.
red. And red means that you have grabbed right a hold of it and you're using your full power to let us know that you're here. At any point, if you can do that, that would be amazing. I do notice that you're really interested in the blue, but that's a good start. But we have so much more. We have these things right here. There's nothing here that can harm you. That I know. It's acknowledging. Did you see that? It's acknowledging it. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to continue. So you figured out the essay, which has just, if you tap it, it lights up. Same thing with a no. If there's something that you need to say to me, and it's not a yes, and you need to say no, I've got it wrong, then please don't hesitate to hit it. On this right here, you see the pretty colors that all light up? It's static. It's just your energy that you use to make it light up. There's one on this side, there's one on that side, and there's one behind if I'm too close to you and you don't want me to be closer to you. Then we have the little, there's a little ball right in there with your, what happens if I turn it on? See how that just lights up? Twinkly little colors. If you tap that, that just lets us know that we're talking about, or if you want to react. I'm setting that off. You guys notice how I'm like,
So that light responds to EMF.
what's that ding?
Huh?
What's that ding?
And it was an energy surge that measures EMF, and then it dings when it measures a surplus.
So you've already tried out the bell. That's pretty awesome.
So that bell again works by EMF. The more energy it takes, we have that set on a very low setting, so it takes a lot of EMF to make that go off. And that's pretty good that it actually went off.
At any point in time, you can touch that and make that go off too, and just let people know that you're here. So you have a little twinkly ball there. And why did they shut off? There. And then you got another twinkly ball here, and inside your prayer.
Maybe an older gentleman. The way they're hunched over, maybe it is an older gentleman or woman.
That's me. I'm trying to. I'm gonna put that back there. So, and then. No, what? You don't like it? Doesn't like it back there. Should I move it? You told me no.
I don't know what you did.
I put the cat ball behind there, and it said no, and he keeps hitting the thing. Okay, I'll move it. See how he keeps hitting it? He doesn't like that I put the cat ball back there. All right, I'm gonna move this one. Okay, I'm gonna just take it right out of there. I'm sorry. You don't like it there? I understand. How about if I do this? I'll put it right down here. I'm gonna leave it right down here. But we need to get further into here, so let me just explain to you this other thing that you can use. Music, sounds. See? If you reach out and you touch that, that'll happen. And this is the same thing on this side. See? And that'll just let us know that you're here. Now I'm going to move away.
And I was kind of leaning over and like standing on one foot almost and like leaning towards where you are.
Like over to me? Okay. Again, I mean you no harm. John means you no harm.
It's a really weird stance.
And I'm going to move over here out of the way, give you some space.
Hey, Sally.
And let me get my. So why is that lit up yellow?
It's measuring. Every time there's an incident, it'll tell you how many incidents in the intervals. So it'll just keep and then go back down and keep.
Okay.
Whoever they are is just leaned over. Again, they haven't ever sit up straight. They're
Just-
kind of hunched. Is this an older person?
It might
I
have
mean,
made
we're
themselves
we're kind
deep.
of older ourselves. Are you an older person? 60, 70, 80, in that range? Older?
Or there's just someone who's trying to make
There's a light.
themselves smaller. Again, you've already figured out the yes or no egg. You already said no, your displeasure, and you saw how I moved. I told you I was going to put that little twinkly ball behind you, and you said no,
Oh, more
and I
lights.
moved it.
Another light.
Yeah, I mean, you're like you're really.
But again, this is nothing but good, positive energy surrounding this object. One of the few that we've worked with that is just used for good karma.
Yeah.
You know, people, like you said, passed, they went to temple. And so you could understand the amount of good energy surrounding. Look, even up top, it's really kind of going crazy up there.
But I am going to point out something. It said a strong attachment. Already the bell dinged, which is, we have it on really low. It figured out the yes and the no eggs already. It figured out when I talked about the blue lights, it likes the blue lights for some
And even
reason.
up there, it keeps going.
I need you, if you have the ability and you have, because they said that you're very strong, could you make one of those lights go a different color other than just blue? And all that means is that you just need to
I want to
hold
show
on
you
to them
guys
tight.
on the SLS, the blue light is above the head of the person who's there. You guys see that? The one that keeps twinkling is right above the head of the person
So
who's
it's like
standing there.
emitting.
Whoever's standing there, that their head is right where that blue light keeps flashing. Let me show you guys that as well.
I'm gonna try something after
Hold
you
on,
do
let me
that.
show them. See it? I gotta show them too. Right above the head.
So, this is nothing scary. And again, we have no age on, where this came from or how long. And that it was from an estate in Maryland. So, and it might have been somebody who practiced Buddhism,
From Tibet, yeah. I don't know.
right? So this little box, all it does is that I can ask you a question or you can tell us something. And what you're going to do is just because John and I can't hear you or see you, you're just going to project a thought or speak something as loud as you can. And let's see if we can get an answer from you from this, okay? So just let me turn it on. Ooh. Again, this can't hurt you. It's just like everything else that's in the room that you're using. Can you tell us who's here with us right now?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to take the camera off of the stand. I see you guys.
Help them.
Help them?
Help them. Help them. And this is so small, I know.
Yeah, it doesn't get it with my phone. I'm gonna have to take this off.
Who do we need to help? Is there more than one attached to this item? This prayer wheel? And again, when I don't get a response, I'm alone.
I'm alone.
I'm alone. I asked if there's more than one attached to this. I'm alone.
That definitely doesn't get it. Neither one.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, the writing's so small it doesn't focus.
I'm alone. Yes.
Yes, and then the egglet. Yes, when. Why?
Go ahead.
Why is it that you're alone? I mean, this is. Again, we know. Oh, there we go. We
Something's
know
reacting
what
over there.
this was used for.
You don't want to know what it just
We
said.
know what this was used for.
It said demon, and it's not. We know that that's something that's not what that is. This is a good piece. It's a healthy piece. We know it. The scroll's in there. So we're going to do again that I'm going to ask you, is this where it's supposed to be? My family.
See,
My family.
why are you alone then? If you said your family, you can't see it either one. But
Maybe it because it wants to be with family.
it's.
Because I said where you belong.
Have you not figured out how to be with your family? or had it. Okay, whoa, light show up there.
Are they still here?
Maybe that's what it is. He's crossed over. They haven't.
Does this need to be? Oh. See you all.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to try something with you if you'd be okay with that. I'd actually like to try to do a recording with you. And what this is, instead of this speaking out to us,
You got to get in front of that light.
I'm in the dark.
I can see
I know,
you here,
but I
but
just
they
wanted to
can't
give
see
it
you on-
space. But okay, is that good?
Yeah.
All right. So what I'm going to do, this is a recorder, and because like I said before, where we can't hear you, and I thank you so much for projecting and saying what you did there. So we know you're alone. We know that your family. What else did it say? There was one other thing that it said specifically.
Oh, you're right. I have to turn the heater off. I hear it too.
Oh,
Yeah, he's still there.
You want me to do it? You stay right there. Maybe I'll give him a second. I'll shut it.
Oh, Kalani. How are you, my
Give
friend?
me 1 second, sir.
Kalani, I thought you for sure you'd be somewhere doing something. Or are you somewhere doing something watching us too?
There you go, sir. There he is. He's crinked over. You're right. Okay, let me get my butt back over there. So, let me try this again. We shut off that loud noise. So, this is going to make it better. We can hear you better. This right here is just going to record your voice if you can project. Because John and I do not have the ability to hear you. We're not gifted.
Sorry.
So I'm going to take and turn this on. It will not hurt you. Like I said, anything and everything here, you've already experimented with some stuff and you realize that we're not here to hurt you. We're just here to communicate with you. And again, I'm sorry that you're alone, but you're not alone now. Because we're going to talk to you. And what the rest of your job is to do out there is that I'm going to ask a few questions. And then whatever. No? You don't want to do that, huh?
Just I had something else. Sorry to hear that, Kalani.
What?
His power steering wet. His car.
Oh, no.
That's why he isn't anywhere.
Okay. So I will be asking questions. Do you want to ask a few yourself, John?
Yeah.
Okay. So John and I will be asking questions. I will start first and then John will ask. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this right up there by your prayer wheel, okay? So just give me 1 second and then I'll move away from you not to disturb you.
Bet you it's an older guy. Or
Is he
female.
still there?
Yeah, again, hunched over. Never
Okay.
stood up straight yet.
I mean, no disrespect. I'm going to set it right there by your Tibetan wheel. Okay. I'm going to scoot away from you. And then I'm going to ask, can you please tell me your name? Do you know where you are right now? You said help them. Who is it that we need to help? You said my family. Are they have they passed on? Or are they still here? This item, your prayer wheel, was brought from an estate. Can you tell me what state the estate was in? Can you tell me how many you see in this room right now?
People outside.
Again, I don't know how many times you've had an opportunity to have a conversation or to talk to anyone or be addressed by anyone. So is there anything that you would like to say that I have not asked?
If you have passed, I don't know the tradition. Should that prayer wheel be returned to temple? You've been standing in the same position for several minutes now. Are you an older gentleman or an older female? You said that you were alone, and we asked you, is it because you've passed and your family hasn't? Is that true?
One more question. What religion did you practice?
I'm not going anywhere.
Thank you. Okay, let's see.
He's
Oh.
not. He's not going anywhere.
Mm-mm.
You keep saying yes to something.
We're going to listen back to see if we could hear you, okay?
Hopefully you'll talk to us.
So Kalani had a really good question on his thing. He asked about what recorders people like to use. This is my favorite right here. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Is he still there?
Yeah, he's hunched over.
Okay. I mean, no disrespect. I'm going to set it right there by your Tibetan wheel. Okay. I'm going to scoot away from you. And then I'm going to ask, can you please tell me your name?
Ooh, play that back.
Can you please tell me your name?
Right there.
Name. Can you please tell me your name?
See from here? Again, maybe I'm not hearing it. I almost hear. Do it again. One more time. I hear I would like to. Something like that.
Do you know where you are right now?
That's what that sounded like to me. I would like to.
Do you know where you are right now? I do. Really low. You said help them. Who is it that we need to help?
You said my family. Have they passed on? Or are they still here?
Go back to the beginning of that question. You said my family.
You said my family. Have they passed on? Or are they still here? Still here. You said my family. Have they passed on? Or are they still passed? You said my family. Have they passed on? Or are they still here?
No, I've had this cough for a month and a half now.
This item, your prayer wheel, was brought from an estate. Can you tell me what state the estate was in? Can you tell me how many you see in this room right now?
People outside. People outside. Yeah, this is the Creeper Gallery, New Hope, Pennsylvania. People outside. It's more sound. Oh.
Again, I don't know how many times you've had an opportunity to have a conversation or to talk to anyone or be addressed by anyone. So is there anything that you would like to say that I have not asked?
If you have passed, I don't know the tradition. Should that prayer wheel be returned to temple? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes. Was that a yes? Returned to temple? Oh my God, do it again. Be returned to temple? Yes. Oh my God. And there was a word after that too. Do it again. It sounded like he says yes, temple. Right there. Go back. Or maybe thank you. You've been standing in the same position for several minutes now. Sounds like you said yes, thank you.
It's still there?
Are you an older? Are you an? You've been standing in the same position for several minutes now. Are you an older person for several minutes now? Are you an older or several minutes now? Are you an older? Are you minutes now? Are you an older gentleman or an older female? Yeah, loud breath. I mean, he's been standing there a long time, and if he's an older guy or an older female, maybe a little tired. You said that you were alone, and we asked you, is it because you've passed and your family hasn't? Is that true?
One more question. What religion did you practice?
Still there. We're not going anywhere.
Thank you.
Yeah, he talked right over that one.
So I don't know if he, again, I don't know if the tradition is to be returned to temple. I don't know enough about it. But again,
They did say the thing that I read about that they said normally when the person who owns the
Right.
prayer wheel passes, that they do take it to temple.
take it to temple or
They bring
leave
it to
it at
temple
temple.
and they leave it at the temple.
Oh, okay. See, that makes sense.
But again, is that just a portion of what some believe that they do that? Not
I don't
everybody
know.
would practice that, you know?
So again, you have the opportunity to,
You want to try
We-
spirit box?
we did hear your voice. We were asking a question about temple, about the wheel being returned to temple. Could you show us something? Show us a clear sign just by moving around over there that's what should happen to the prayer wheel.
Is he there?
Still there.
Could you do this? Can you wave? As simple as that. Just to tell us that that's what you would like.
He'd never changed his position. He's been the same position
Gonna try.
the entire time. Hands on the hip, leaning over with the
Are you
blue
hurting?
light ahead above his head.
Are you in pain?
That single blue light the whole entire time keeps going off,
Maybe
which is
try
kind of
this.
strange.
Do you want to try the spirit box with him?
I'll try it, but I don't know. Again,
It's
we'll
worth
see what
giving it a
happens.
shot because he seems to he tried out different things really quick. I mean, he's pretty much give him a lot of credit. I'm saying him. I don't even know. If
Yeah, I
it's
don't
him.
know, man or female, male or
Yeah,
female
I'm just
either.
saying it.
No clue.
I just get that sense.
All I know is again, started in that position, has not moved one bit.
It's probably because that's why I stood up. Like, all right.
What's that noise?
I don't know what that.
Did
noise
you hear
was.
that radio
I heard
static?
A crinkle, it's like crinkle.
I heard like radio static. Oh, it's me. Did I step on something? Oh, my glasses. Oh, God. I need to break those.
You need them?
Yeah.
All right. And that one I gotta hold that way. Got it.
I'm going to play by play. You want the cushion?
No, I'm good.
Okay. I'm not going to spend too much longer on this one.
Oh, he moved around when you got over there.
Did he?
Oh, yes, he did.
Well, let's try this.
Now he went back to his same stance.
How close am I?
I don't see you yet. Oh yeah, he moving. He's just like, you need to back up.
My
He doesn't.
hand in the
He's leaning away from you. He didn't like it.
You touch my hand? I don't want to make you leave. I'm going to
Oh,
try
he
to
did
lean-
try to reach out to you.
try to lean down the best I can. I'm going to pick up this device right here.
Oh, he's like leaning his arm into you.
You're going to touch my hand. These lights going to turn red and green. You could touch my hand. I see the lights.
Well, that's kind of cool. Patricia said that blue signifies the concept of loving kindness and peace in Buddhism.
Not there. Is he still standing there?
He's still standing there, and he's actually leaning. That one arm is out longer, headed towards and leaning into you.
Again, these lights in my hand will just turn red and green to let me know that you're there. All you got to do is touch that hand that I have out.
It's almost like he's putting his arm over the table.
You know, he kept leaning down like I want to pick it up just to see the reaction I get. Again, it's a positive thing, so it shouldn't be bad for me to pick that up.
Oh, he's touching you.
All right, I'm just going to pick it up, okay? Chris picked it up before. I'm just going to pick it up because I haven't seen it up close yet. Okay. Again, yeah, nothing but good energy. You could feel the good energy attached to this, which is, again, very rare. Everything we do, you don't really feel. The bad stuff you feel, but the good stuff you don't really feel. But this feels like good energy. So I'm going to try one more thing. I'm going to put this back. All right. Where I found it.
It's twisted up in knots here.
The cat balls not been on. They're working. I'm going to sit down for a second, try one more thing, and then we're gonna move on and talk to somebody else. Okay. The bell hasn't gone off one more time.
Just that once. It's almost like I'm demonstrating that light down closest was going off, and it was just like you reached out and touched it.
Okay. I'm going to turn on the spirit box just to see what I can see. Anything at all comes through. Hello, is there anybody there? Hello? We're looking to speak to the person who's alone and attached to the prayer wheel. Are you here? My name is John. This is Chris. I see the lights. Can you please talk with us? Sorry, he said, who's this? Again, that was a bit of an accent too. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
My name is John. This is Chris.
A voice? No.
We could use this to hear your voice. Could you tell us your first name? So who's that? What's your first name? That was really low. Say it again, please. First name only.
John.
So my name.
It said your name.
Wow. Hello, it's good to meet you. You know my name. What's your name? Tell me why you're alone. I was asking a question about the prayer wheel being returned to temple. If you want that, say yes or temple. As clear as you can. Or return. Did you do that?
Keep.
Again, we're going to turn this off. We're going to speak to somebody else. Now. But again, someone's going to buy that prayer wheel, bring it into their home. I imagine it's going to be good energy if they use it. Right? It eliminates bad karma, bad energy. Notice that blue light hasn't. It stopped going off.
Yeah, but it's the other light closer.
Yeah, but that one there was going off the whole entire time. That one's going off now.
Mm-hmm. And that's because that's right where his elbow and everything is, where that blue light's going off. See you guys?
Okay, we're going to say good night to you and thank you. Anything else you want to say? As loud and clear as you can before we say good night. Spirits. I'm going to pick it up and we'll see if you talk to me, okay? That's me. Okay. Leave it. Leave it? Did you hear that?
Yeah, he said leave it.
All right. I am leaving it. I do what I'm told. Sorry about that. Again, I don't mean any disrespect whatsoever. We really just wanted to find out if there is somebody there. You said you were alone. You wanted to be with family. You were standing there the whole entire time. Yeah. Yep. So we thank you for your time. We thank you for speaking with us. I'm pretty sure whoever owns that object will treat it with respect and use it in the way that it was meant to be used for positive, good energy. Yeah. And we're going to talk to somebody else, but thank you.
I appreciate it very much. You
Wow.
were present the whole entire time.
That was pretty good.
Amazing. I can't believe that. I mean, he's like staying right there with that
I'm
object.
going to have to move because
Oh,
move it out of the way. Boy,
you okay? Oh, he just left.
get rid of this coffee.
He just left.
Okay, I'm going to move this over the way.
Yeah. Dominic said she loves how respectful, thorough, and ethical we both are. Again, these are spirits.
I'm going to turn the light on so we can see the next thing pretty clearly.
John.
Nothing. What? Still there?
Something else. The other one left, and something else popped up, and it just went away. It's gone.
Nothing dark tonight, although I kind of like the darker stuff, but we're working with the
I think
shoes.
I think those are gonna be not what you think.
Okay, got a vibe.
Yeah,
So these are
they're made out of solid wood,
wood shoes.
except for the leather top. So see, it's all carved wood on both of them, and the bottom solid wood.
Yeah, these are hard as a rock.
Yep.
They don't-
And then the outside is the leather. This
They
is
don't
the
feel like
leather.
they're comfortable at all. These things are hard as a rock. I'm going to put them up there.
Hello,
I'm gonna
Don.
move some stuff out of the way.
Danica from Oklahoma.
That's
So
what we're
this
doing all that.
this is a story, and I just have a feeling about these shoes. Yeah, wooden clogs. It's exactly what they are.
All right. Laura's shoes. Laura Baird, Baird, was born June 1888 in Gainesville, Florida, and passed October 1918. So she only lived 30 years. Bergen, New Jersey. Hey, from Jersey, like us. At the age of 30 years old, huh? My math off there? Oh, yeah, you're right. It is 30. At the age of 30 years old, she lost her life when she contracted the Spanish flu while nursing World War I soldiers who had the flu at an emergency infirmary. She also contracted pneumonia, which ultimately took her life. She was a gifted musician, never married, no children. She often makes herself known by moving the shoes and with audible crying.
See?
So Spanish flu along with pneumonia, which of course was from the Spanish flu. So again, very relatable because we just went through something very similar ourselves, Laura. All right, Laura, I'm going to turn the lights off.
Good night, Jennifer. Yeah, there's just I'm just curious if there's a smell or anything that comes off a reaction when you touch those shoes.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Good evening, Laura. My name is John, and this is Chris. And what we do is come here and try to speak to whoever might be attached to, connected to, channeled in through objects that belong to them or matter to them or to their family. And we try to find out as much as we can about you and your life. Anything you're willing to share with us, we'd appreciate. We realize we're strangers, but really we just want to make a connection. People claim that you are connected to those shoes in some way, that you can move them, and that they do hear you crying. I know you died young, 30 years. Yeah, 30 years old is young compared to us. I was mentioning a similar thing that happened now that happened then. We had something called COVID, which was a virus that was across the world that took the lives of a lot of people, and there was no cure for it. And people compared it to the Spanish flu because it just came from nowhere, and a lot of people died. And and now we're dealing with after. So I am sorry that you died from getting it from a soldier, World War I soldier. We're going to try a lot of different ways to interact with you because we can't see you, we can't hear you. You could be standing right there and talking, and we wouldn't know it. So we have these things that aren't like anything that you're used to. Those lights that you see changing colors, they react to you just being there, your energy. The more energy you release, the more colors you're going to see change, like the rainbow, all around here, everywhere around there. This little thing here that looks like a stick next to your shoe, if you just tap your shoes or tap anywhere near your shoes, those lights are going to change colors. These are music boxes. I'm just moving my fingers around the antennas, and I'm making lights and music. These light up like a rainbow just by you moving your hand around them like that. And then we have 2 Easter eggs that have the word yes and no written on them, blue, yellow. If you just tap them with your finger, we're going to see them light up and know that you're trying to answer that way. We try to give you as many options as we can to connect with us, because we know it may be easier for you, hard for us, or harder for us, and we don't know how it works. So I see the dome is still going off there.
Wow.
Yeah, now it's coming towards me. Thank you, Laura. Laura, these things won't hurt you. I promise you that. Everything is there just for us to see if you'll touch them, and you'll let us know that you're in that space.
Good point. She was a caregiver and you're coughing. Maybe she's
Yeah, that's
reacting.
another one.
Very good point.
Yeah, I'm coughing even more. So, Laura, we're going to try a few different things to connect with you. And I don't know why you're crying or why people hear you crying. I'm assuming because, unfortunately, you did pass at such a young age and you didn't have any children and you weren't married. That's very unfortunate. I'm really sorry to hear that. But anything you want to tell us and share with us, we'd be happy to hear it. Okay. So we're gonna try to hear your voice first. I can make it through without coughing my brains out. First, I'm going to try to turn on my app over here. What'd you do with that? Oh, there it is.
Or something just went bright lights. Was that the blue light? I was looking down. Look.
More. Oh. All right, so we're going to try something again. I know it's not something you're used to. It's called a recorder. Hold on, I'm just trying to put my tablet on airplane mode. I don't use the, I know a lot of people use the Spirit Box, the Spirit Talker. I don't really like that one. I use something different. So I'll turn that on now. All right, I might be able to hear your voice through this box right here that I have on the floor, but I'm also going to run something called a recorder. Now I don't even know if they had reel-to-reel back when you were alive, but I can hear your voice on this, okay? So if you try to speak loudly and clearly, we may be able to hear what you're saying, okay? So we're going to ask you some questions, and hopefully you'll talk to us. Boy, I don't know if I can get through this.
Danica said that's her mom's name.
Who? What?
Danica said that's her mom's name.
What is? Oh, Laura. I knew a few Lauras in my day. When I was younger, I knew a lot of Lauras. Okay, Laura. Again, we're not trying to pry. We're not trying to.
The bell rang. No.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
So that bell, again, someone from her time period. We're talking
World War I.
1888 to 1918. What would she recognize out of all of these things out here?
The bell.
A bell. And she just literally touched the bell. So, Laura, if you want to answer using that bell,
No.
feel free to do that. But what I was saying when you rang the bell was that we're not trying to invade your privacy. We're not trying to get personal. We're not trying to make you answer anything you don't want to. We're just people here getting to know you and having a conversation and finding out about you. And if you're upset, you could tell us what you're upset about. Okay? So I'm going to hit the button. Cough beforehand. I'm going to put this recorder down. Laura, if you're here, could you please say hello? Laura, why do people hear you crying? I'm pointing at some items here that belong to you. Could you tell me what these items are? What were you doing at the time of your passing? Who were you taking care of? Did you have any siblings, any brothers and sisters? People say they see the shoes move. Is that you doing that? Lord, do you know how old you were when you passed? Nothing.
Can you say a name of one of your patients? So I've had many times what you died from. Can you tell me what you died from? You were so young. Did you have any regrets?
So I have a cough. You hear me coughing. Is there anything that you can do to help me?
So Dan wants to know, what's that beep?
I wanted to know what that people. Which one? That one?
Yeah.
That's again. This is like a geo phone. It measures vibration. So all that's doing when that's beeping and lighting up at different intervals is telling me how many events, how many times that it actually lit up. So it really, when it does that like single like that, is telling me, okay, it just went up a couple of times. So it just every so often it does that to tell me how many times it actually lit up in case you're out of the room.
But the other beep, we have no idea
No,
what
I
that
didn't. I have
was.
no idea what that was. I
Yeah,
have no idea.
We're
where that
a
came
little
from.
bit flabbergasted by that one.
That's why I was looking around, like, where would that even come from? I don't even know where. Oh. Well, it was on. Duh. God. Why isn't it playing? That's me. Did you hear that?
Goodbye.
This is on, right? Did you use this one?
Yes.
Why isn't it
Is your
playing?
recorder on? It's on.
Won't stop.
You're hitting stop.
No, I'm hitting play.
And it won't
As if
do
I don't
anything.
know how to play the recorder.
No, there's nothing on the SLS.
Play.
Yeah, if I'm going to if I'm not on the SLS, that's because there's absolutely nothing there. I'm keeping my eyes peeled. We're at the
This is not
Creeper
playing.
Gathering.
I'm gonna have to try the other recorder. I
Here.
mean, the other speaker.
Here, let me see the recorder. Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, I turned the thing on. In case you're wondering.
That's not what I'm wondering. Like sometimes, I can't see. It says it only recorded for 23 seconds.
Or why do you?
I do.
23 seconds. Why do people hear you crying? No, that's 23 seconds in. Doesn't attach to the speaker though. See? See? I'm gonna have to get the other speaker.
That's weird in itself.
Again, why did it play perfect for you and now?
I don't know why.
I'll turn it off and turn it on again. That's turned up.
One of these unusual things.
Yeah, that's really weird. I'm gonna have to get the other speaker. I have no idea.
Not the cord, that it's.
All right, let me get it. I mean, it's not dead. It would have turned off if it was dead. I can't. I can't read that. In my box.
All right, so he's just going to go get the other recorder and another cord. That's just some things that happen sometimes when you're doing an investigation. Things don't go as smooth. What? It said something.
Yes, it did.
What did it say?
I don't know. I can see it in time. It's going to go away.
They said that she was a nurse for 6 months before she died.
Oh my God, that's awful. If it ain't this, it's the cord. If it's the cord, I got to get another cord. Better work.
Some items here that belong. Some items. Say hello.
What's this from? This isn't even it.
It is. That's exactly it.
Or why do people hear you crying? Why do people? Or why do you?
Careful.
Or why?
Careful.
Or why? Or why? Or why? Or why do you? Why do people hear you crying? Or why do you? Why do people hear you crying? I'm pointing at some items here that belong to you. Could you tell me what these items are? What were you doing at the time of your passing? Who were you taking care of? Did you have any siblings, any brothers and sisters? People say they see the shoes move. Is that you doing that? The shoes move. Is that you doing that? Is that you doing that? People say they see the shoes move. Is that you doing that?
Those are yeah. It's fake.
Is that you doing that?
It's really
The
fake.
shoes move. Is that you doing that? See the shoes move. Is that you doing that? Is that you doing that? Or do you know how old you were when you passed?
$40? Did she say 20 or 40?
Does sound like 40.
That's not like 40, right?
It's a no way going off.
Can you say a name
There's that noise.
of one of your patients?
She said no.
So I've had many times what you died from. Can you tell me what you died from? You were so young. Did you have any regrets?
So I have a cough. You hear me coughing. Is there anything that you can do to help me?
She's not talking much. You want to try one? Yours again. This is the ones where sometimes again because it's not a man, sometimes a female. We get a better. But you did ask some questions there. Again, Laura. There's some people watching to learn how to do what we do. Is that what you were showing me? I did see a name there who's gonna basically do what we do. Laura, I'm gonna pick up those shoes just to see what kind of energy I feel and what kind of reaction I get. It's very. Again, the bell went off before. We're not getting as much. I don't know if you said 40. I don't know if you believe that you live till 40. I don't know what you were saying there, but I'm just gonna pick them up for once. Said nope. I'm just gonna pick these up. That's me making that go off. I'm just me making that go off. All right. Again, these are very.
I can't talk.
You can't talk. She says you can't talk. You're incapable. You're incapable of speaking, of casting your voice, or projecting your voice. Is that what the problem is? What about ringing that bell? Could you do that again?
That was amazing.
I mean, even if you can't talk, you could move your hands and touch any of those things there. Again, these shoes are small feet, very uncomfortable. I mean, I'm sure there was something here, but very heavy
An opening.
as well.
Do you notice at the top of it?
Yeah, for the
There's an opening on each one of them.
I mean, very heavy as well. I can't imagine these were comfortable. I don't know if you wore these in your private life or to work. I really don't know where you would wear shoes. I mean, these are right private life. You don't wear these things to work, do you? These big wood, do you really?
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of nurses wore
Well, let's see if I hear a
and-
female voice on the spirit box, and then we'll move on to somebody new here. I'm looking to hear a female's voice. Laura, are you here? Laura? My name is John. This is Chris. Are you here?
Are you scared?
Yes, I'm here. How weird was that? Are you here? Laura, I'm right here. Chris is right here. Please try to talk through this box here. I want hug. It said hug.
Right?
Laura, try to this box right here. Try to talk through if you can. Not that one there. Although you can keep doing that. I want to hear your voice, your actual voice. I want to hear a female voice. That said, it's me something. That was a man though. Nervous. That's a man. A man came through, said it's me somebody, and then said they were nervous. That's weird.
Don't be nervous.
No, it was a man though. That wasn't a female. Laura, I want to speak to Laura. Anybody else is here? We want to speak to Laura, the woman attached to those shoes.
Come right there.
That was female. Laura, could you please talk to me? I'm going to pick up your shoes again. So she said, don't touch them.
Yeah.
I'll take them.
Uh-huh.
She said, don't touch them. I'll take them.
Those are her shoes.
Well, Laura, I just want to pick them up for 1 second, okay? I know you said don't touch them. I'll take them.
Light up anything on that table to make sure.
I'm just going to pick them up for 1 second. Okay? Can you talk to
Said
me?
wood.
Talk to me through this box.
It's okay, Laura.
See if there's anything written on them or anything. No. All right, Laura. We're not going to keep trying to talk if you don't want to talk. I know. What did she say? It's what? She said something. I heard a male voice right before the female voice that said, "Get out, will you?"
Yeah.
All right, I'm putting these right back here. Turn this off. Anything else before I turn it off? So she's not as talkative and active as the prayer wheel.
Oh, she said she couldn't talk.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a matter of the energy isn't as strong. That prayer wheel had somebody really, really connected to that prayer wheel, and they really were willing. They were just waiting for someone to. He stood there the whole entire time. Has anybody been there with her, with Laura's shoes?
Not once.
Not once.
Not once. Everybody's asking, show them the SLS,
Yeah,
and I was
it's
showing,
kinda strange.
and then I stopped because there's no figure. It's just an empty screen. There's
So,
nothing that's appearing.
Time check. Could you guys give me a time check?
It's 8:50.
8:50.
So I was thinking maybe real quick we can do a quick touch up with the tambourine.
Tambourine. I don't know if I want to do the tambourine. I haven't done anything dark. I need something dark.
Oh, I'm not touching that
I have
stuff.
to end on some. I have to end on something dark.
Dan, you're probably right. She didn't want to talk.
Right. So now we need to speak to someone that we haven't spoke to in a while.
Well, you can. If you like to mess with it, but that also means you have to unlock
Well,
something.
I need you to hold both.
Yeah, I'll sit here, but I won't engage with it.
Right. So I am going to bring out. We have the tambourine. We can do that next week or the week after. I'm going to bring out somebody we investigated at the fundraiser that we did for you guys who weren't there. Oh, I'll be getting the key for it.
It's right up there.
I'm going to bring out a doll that I call the Martha Margaret doll. Now, this doll has multiple energies attached to it, schizophrenic energy. It's a mother who had mental issues, was known to be schizophrenic, who actually caused the death of her daughter and would abuse her daughter. And this doll was very important to her daughter. And the mother was jealous that the daughter was with the doll all the time, paid a lot of attention to the doll. So the mother purposely cut the doll's hair to look like a bowl haircut. And then the daughter passed first, and then the mother a few years later, and she purposely had their ashes intertwined together in a vial that's with the doll.
Yeah, you don't have to worry, Dan. It's not for sale.
So we did this at the Barnard Center, and the daughter came through, and then eventually the mother comes, and the mother is very erratic in her energy. But the daughter does try to come through as well at first before mom comes in. So if we're for that, everybody's for that, let me know. If not, we'll do the tamarine. You guys want the doll or the tamarine? I'll let you guys pick.
Lorraine says, Margaret Martha never disappoints. Yes, do dark. Yes, doll, 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 doll.
Oh, they're all my people.
Yeah, they're all
They're all my
They're
people.
all your tribe.
Tamarine.
They're all saying doll,
We've
please.
had the feel good. Now let's shift gears. All right. Thank you again, Laura, for spending time with us and ringing that bell. That was really, really something that you did that.
Use gloves.
Maybe we'll talk again sometime, Laura. Again, this was just an introduction. Maybe we'll come back again. You'll be willing to share more with us and speak to us a little more. Okay? Thank you. So I'm going to put the shoes down. Where'd you say the keys were?
They're right up there in that cupboard. By
So
the
for this, I need to turn the light on.
skull. Yeah.
Cupboard.
You see where the lock is? Yeah.
I know we're doing a redo, Donna, but it is one of my favorite pieces. Where's she?
She's over here.
Which one is that? Let's see. I don't want my glasses.
G. You want to hold this and I'll do it?
F.
I
Everything but
want
G.
to stay.
Aw.
Is that you, Laura? Laura, you can stay here. We're not taking you out of here. Did you hear what that said?
I want to stay.
We're not taking you out of here, Laura. You're going to go right back in the case where you were. Okay? We're
Yes.
not removing you at all.
Tell ya. This is the red room. It's nothing but haunted objects that are for sale. We do investigations. We have psychic mediums that do impressions, but there's a lot. You need to come and check it out. There's cases and cases of haunted items that are authenticated.
All right, my friend. I know. We're just going to talk to you again, okay? Just going to talk to you again. Yes,
and she also does auctions that we help her with.
Okay. Let me see.
Here comes Martha and Margaret.
Okay. There she is. One of my favorite ever
Here, let me hold up.
haunted
so I can see
objects.
too. I don't want to neglect you guys.
That's her right there. See the haircut? Here's her picture. I don't know how good you can get that.
Leave it right there. Okay.
And then the vial, which let me put her down first. Hopefully you'll sit there. Your own, right?
We'll do the tambourine next time.
My people want the tambourine?
Dan was like, Celine wanted the tambourine.
Yes.
There's the vial of the ashes for both of them.
That's both right. Stay right
Mother
there.
and daughter.
Yeah.
Put your picture right there.
She is a pretty little girl. And just to
Okay.
show you guys, when you step forward, there we go.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not messing with her.
Okay. Now let me read you. And this is going back. You know the Domesday? Wow.
Took the energy.
It just went out. Yeah, it just went out.
Well, I had to tell you, but that's exactly what she did last time you took her out here at the Creeper Gallery. She took all the energy from.
And look what she's saying.
Uh,
This is probably mom. This isn't
Uh-huh.
her. And it is really,
mom likes to suck the energy.
oh, it is really cold. Really, really cold by me. Oh, wow. 2 domes. The dome in the back, too. Look,
No way.
look.
Oh my goodness. Yep.
The light's out. I mean, it might still
But
work,
it's dim.
but it is definitely.
All right, Margaret. Margaret's. Which is
I want to make
which?
sure everything's working.
Martha's the mother. Margaret's the
I'll read
child.
you the card. So this is what Donna had when she got this doll. Somebody also gave her this paperwork. This doll belonged to my niece, Margaret. Now, Margaret was the child. That's Margaret,
So Martha's the mother.
who was 7 when she died by the hand of her mother, my sister, Martha. Martha's the mother.
Yep.
The lives of both were tragically taken on our family land in Georgia, 1932. They remain together, their remains inseparable. Martha was mentally ill and killed many family pets and animals along the way, the mother. She was troubled with the darkness. To the person housing such item, do not be frightful. Life is uncertain. Hold on with caution. The doll can let this darkness in if you let it. It possesses such power and will reach the living. There is something otherworldly, a force unseen, something others do not understand that holds strongly. Please, please handle with care. Please be respectful and think of 1932. That's when they both were taken. I know we just talked to you not long ago, Martha. And I know your mom. I know who she is. I know how she is. We just spoke to you a few weeks ago. And that no egg is not stopping. Martha, are you here? Did you hear that?
That was me.
Was it?
That wheeze.
Martha, are you here? Usually we get to talk to Margaret
Yes.
a little bit before you come along.
Mom killed her daughter.
Martha, if you're here, you know the way these things work that are near and around the doll. Yeah, if you show your energy, if you come out, we'll be able to see you on that camera. Everything here will light up and make music and noises. And these lights will go off like this.
She's like, I'm not. Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with it. You need to go away.
Again, I would rather talk to Margaret. I'm hoping Margaret can talk to us like she did a few weeks ago before Mom came. These domes are completely dead.
And again, this is her MO. This is what she did. And she touched that light thing. She keeps touching it.
I mean,
Do you see where the light goes from the green up to the yellow, guys?
I'm getting a little, but these are kind of really dead.
This is her MO. This is what she did.
Okay.
Look at, she's touching the other light.
Is that going off? Oh. Okay. Margaret, I want to talk to you first without your mom. I'm hoping that you're willing to speak to us. We're going to try to hear your voice. Again, I brought these music boxes. I have a lot of different things for you to touch if you want to touch them. Martha, if you're here as well, we'd be happy to hear what you had to say. Yeah, the creepiest EVP we ever got was when we were asking if Martha knows that she heard her child, and we heard the most maniacal laugh we've ever heard in our life. on.
Oh, it just sends
EVP.
chills right through you when you heard it.
So, okay, again, I want to give Margaret a chance to say whatever she wants to say. I'm going to turn this box on for either of you, so we can see the words. If you say them out loud, if you think them, I may be able to see them here. I want to hear what Margaret has to say. Martha, I don't want you here. I want to hear from your daughter, who was only 7 years old when you killed her. I'm sure she wanted to live a full life, and it was taken from her, and you didn't treat her well even when she was alive. I'm turning this on. Who's ever here near this doll, I want you to say whatever you want to say that relates to you, something you want to put out there. Either one of you.
I want to stay.
Okay. Margaret, I know. Affect you. Affect you. You're not allowed to affect anyone, Martha. What else do you have to say? Your daughter's saying she wants to stay. She wants to be safe. I think she feels safe around people, especially people like us that talk to her. What else do you have to say? Hello. Okay, this is probably Margaret. Hello, Margaret. Don't pay attention to your mom. We're here. We'll protect you from your mom. Please talk to us. What do you want to say? Do you need help?
There's an overwhelming smell of like baby powder.
The cold is moving through too. Do you need help? What do you want to say, Margaret? Please keep talking to us. She said, I'm not scared of you. Oh boy, you know who that is.
Oh, that's mom.
That's mom.
Yeah, she killed animals too.
That's mom. Martha, we are not scared of you either. We are here to talk to your daughter.
And me, I think.
You need to separate from her. The ashes, all of that. You need to let her be in peace and leave her alone.
Said no.
It said it's coming back.
And she said no when you said leave her alone. No.
You need to leave her alone. She deserves peace, not to be connected to you forever, for eternity. That's not right. You need help. You need to separate from her. Are you here, Margaret? Please say something. I don't want to help you.
Oh.
I don't want to help you.
You know who that is.
Neil.
Kneel, as in like
Like,
kneel?
yeah, you bet.
Kneel here. Oh,
Like she's letting you know who's in charge.
kneel here? I'm not kneeling, Martha.
John's not afraid of you.
You hurt a lot of animals. You did a lot of horrible things to your own child. Don't be afraid.
Because I said you're not afraid of him.
Margaret, I want to talk to you. I'm gonna hold that doll and I'm gonna ask you questions. Don't be afraid. Mom won't come near me. Mom won't do anything. Okay? I just want to talk to you. If we could bring somebody in here to help you, we would do that. You need to separate from her energy.
What I don't understand is like, okay. Do you know when the mother died? Did she die at the same time as your
It
daughter?
says both 1932, according to this.
So did she take her life after?
Both were tragically taken on her family in Georgia of 1932.
So yes, she must have like done what she did, and then the assumption would be, so the daughter is Margaret, and the mother is Martha.
I'm not afraid of the darkness.
God dang.
I'm going to pick up the doll. Here's the vial with the ashes again. it's too bad these can't be separated.
Yeah, but that's the part I don't understand. If they knew what she did to her daughter, why would they mix their ashes
I have
together?
no idea. I'm going to pick up the doll. And I'm going to ask you some questions. Okay, Margaret? I'm going to put this recorder right next to me. And I want you to talk to me, okay? Whatever you want to say, okay? I might be able to hear it. Martha, if you want to talk as well, like you always do, and try to get me to stop or whatever you have to say, feel free to say it as well. All right, I'm going to hit the recorder. Margaret, do you remember me? My name is John. I've talked to you a few times. Martha, we've asked you before. Do you regret hurting your daughter and killing your daughter?
I was right out here.
Margaret, would you like us to help you find peace and to get away from your mother? Martha, did somebody abuse you when you were little? When you were a child? What if I were to take this doll with me home?
Dozens.
Would the darkness follow me home if this doll went with me? Martha, would you ever leave your daughter alone and let her be? Could you show yourself by the doll? She's always been so good about
Joe.
She's always been so good about running in and out of the frame. I'm going to put you back up here. I'm going to move this. Listen back to that. There you go. Settle up there.
I wouldn't take this doll home with me either.
All right, let's see what we got. No, I'll wrap this up. Maybe I'll turn the spirit box on for a little bit. turn off too? What the? Everything I have is turning off.
Oh. Did you lean her over?
Yeah.
Foolish. Run now.
Foolish, run now.
Margaret, do you
It said-
remember me?
Foolish, run now.
Uh-huh.
What is she saying?
Torturer.
Oh my God,
Torturer.
torturer!
Margaret, do you remember me?
That's what she
Oh
did
my
to her
God,
daughter.
you sick woman, you. There's a voice right when I start.
Yeah.
It says, I don't know if it says hello or Heather.
My name is John. Margaret, do you remember me? Do you?
You hear it?
Yeah, Heather.
You hear it?
It sounds like Heather.
She says something right before it too.
Or does wait a minute, is
Margaret,
it
do you
Heaven?
remember me?
Heaven.
Maybe.
Heaven.
Maybe. Gone. Heaven. Gone. Gone. Heaven. You hear it? Gone. You hear it?
I do.
Margaret, do you remember me? My name is John.
I hope she is.
I've talked to you a few times.
What do you guys hear?
Torturer. How crazy. This is the noise. How crazy was it? She said torturer. And then she said, run now. Foolish, run now.
Martha, we've asked you before.
Is that
Do you
you?
regret?
That was
Do
you.
you regret?
Do
Martha,
you?
we've asked you before.
That's not me.
Do
Oh
you
my
regret?
God, it's a whine. Do you hear it?
Martha, we've asked you before.
Do you hear it? It's a whine. You hear it? Like someone's crying. Do you hear it?
Yeah,
Do you
sniffles and like
Do you regret
Oh my God.
hurting your daughter
I got cold all over
and
my
killing
body.
your daughter?
oh Margaret.
What?
Killing your daughter.
No.
No.
Hurting your daughter and killing your daughter.
That's so clear.
I got cold all over me. I got cold all over me. It's like surrounding me.
Margaret, would you like us to help you find peace
Ooh, this is definitely her.
and to get away from your mother?
Not a good
This is definitely
spirit.
her.
Not a good spirit.
That whine, it was like,
It's like a child.
yeah, it was like a sad.
Martha, did somebody abuse you when you were little? When you were a child?
What?
Yes. Oh my God.
When you were a child? Child?
Martha. Was she abused? That's the mother. That's why I asked it.
Day.
What if I were to take this doll with me home.
That's me coughing.
See, that's when I thought I heard that noise.
Lessons.
Would the darkness follow me home
Now, that was
if
dozens.
this doll went with me?
That could have been animals she killed. That could have been anything.
Pull me home if this doll went with me.
What did she say?
This doll went with me. Home
She said something.
if this doll went with me.
Do you want? Do you want to? It sounds like do you
With
want?
me.
Do you want to?
With me.
Do you want it?
With me.
Do you want it?
With me.
Do you want her? That's what I hear from here. Do I want who though?
Martha, would you ever leave your daughter alone and let her be?
Ooh-wee.
That's a good way to wrap up the night.
Ooh-wee. I am cold, cold, cold. Martha, again, I asked about the doll coming home with me, and you said, or the darkness, and you said, do you want her? Meaning, do I want who? Do I want what? I want your daughter to be safe. I want your daughter to be at peace. I want your daughter to be away from you. I would never understand in a million years how that kind of thing could be intertwined for eternity. I don't understand that. Sweet picture of a sweet little girl. That's what I saw. Innocent.
Or didn't she cut the doll's hair to punish
Yeah,
the
that's
daughter?
what I said. To
Yeah.
punish her. Anything else you want to say, either of you, before we leave through this box here? I'll run the recorder one more time when I ask that question again. Put it right here. I've got that box on right there. What? I did that. Turn this off.
Yeah, mom has the ability to
Mom's dark.
manipulate things.
Mom is dark. Okay, I'm going to hit the recorder. I'm going to give either of you the opportunity to say anything you want before we leave. Margaret or Martha, anything, last thing that you want to say it now, please.
Did you hear a voice?
You heard a voice sound?
Uh-huh. It sounded like a girl said stop.
What?
I swear to God. I'm curious
You
to
can't
hear.
understand.
No, we can't.
I'm trying to understand. I don't
I
know.
can't.
Again, I don't know if this is Martha in your delusional brain saying that we can't understand, but you have an illness, a serious illness in life. Hurt animals, you even hurt your child.
No, there's nobody outside.
All right, I'm gonna play this back.
I'm going to give either of you the opportunity to say anything you want before we leave. Margaret or Martha, anything, last thing that you want to say it now, please.
No, it's got to be outside. Yeah, that had to be outside.
Okay, I'm gonna put her back. Again, thank you, Martha, for trying. I know it's hard. I mean, Margaret. Thank you, Margaret, for trying. I know it's hard with the energy. Yeah, the energy around you. Yeah, see that?
Yep.
Being your mother, and I know who she is. I've been around her enough. So I pray you find peace. I really, really do. And that you said, gone heaven. I hope that you are in heaven and that you're away from the energy that was.
And maybe
Your
she's
mom.
just comes through to remind us of, you know,
Hopefully.
so that she's not forgotten.
All right. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely different. I didn't want to. The tambourine we'll do next time. I think that. What do we do first? The prayer.
Well,
Prayer wheel was definitely energy on tap. Whatever was there was close, standing there the whole entire time. The shoes, sometimes it takes a time or two to really.
yeah, Laura's shoes.
Yeah, you really need to let them trust you, and because they're people. That's
It's
who
a
we're talking
different
to.
time period that she's coming from
And
too.
yeah, they're people. You never know. People are going to want to open up or with total strangers, but that's one of the darkest items in this place. That one and the ones in there are ones that should not be in anybody's home ever. So
Thank you guys for watching.
thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night.